Celebrations of today is reliving the epic moment of our history by bringing in those who were at the forefront of Mandela's release to tell those untold stories that would inspire our communities and open a dialogue when our society needs to build future leaders and leaders today. We are saying, South Africa, this is a moment when we relive that history for us to really get back to understand where we come from. That this is so important, this is what he lived for and died for. We can never therefore take South Africans or take our people back into those moments where people were disregarded, were treated without dignity.
Members their reception committee will reenact that history for us, the history of Madiba's release 28 years ago, and remind us of the importance of telling our stories, archiving our history, and preserving our heritage and culture. This is important particularly for our youth and coming generations to always remember that if we tell and archive our own stories, we'll be clear about the direction of our future and our role in society.
Today we mark the eve of the 28th years of Mandela, walking out of 27 years in jail, which was an apartheid jail, on terms set by the liberation movement. Today also marks the eve of the 18 years of establishment of Nelson Mandela Museum. This year will have been 100 years of Mandela's life. This is a rare opportunity to do and create something unforgettable, and we thank you, Minister, for allowing such.
Asithetha ngotatomkhulu uRholihlahla, sithetha ngotata ebene vision, utata ebene dedication, a discipline. Simbiza utata we democracy, a custodian of the Constitution. We talk about unity, we talk about freedom. We talk about leadership, we talk about integrity. We talk about the struggle against hate, against prejudice, against division. We talk about a man who loved to serve the public and his community.
One of the most enduring legacies that the generation of Nelson Mandela brought us was the possibility of fighting the struggle, whatever struggles we face now. We have the tools to fight without any bloodshed.
Looking at South Africa today, it indicates that there's a lot to do in nation building. Both old and young, it is our responsibility to build this nation.
And the people who consolidate liberation are usually different generations. Our biggest challenge here, as it has been pointed out already, is how we hand over to the next generations the values, the diligence.
That day signified the day we were free after 350 years. And now for the youth of this country, for the young ones, never take that for granted. Protect this country.
Political education is the foundation, because we ourselves, we were the leaders that we were because we were taught by those leaders that were before us.
This giant still stands and is roaring inside us to say, mend your ways. We need to develop a early lizwe. Each and everyone must live his legacy. Each and everyone must make a contribution, and our contributions together can change this South Africa for the better.